How do you guys feel about Teslas? Because when I was in Jersey, I rented one, and it was pretty cheap. I don't know how they make money, to be honest.
Yeah, they're just dropping the prices.
Yeah, it was like $40 a day.
To try to compete. So many people said, "Oh, I'm gonna do Turo and buy Tesla." So now they'll be in. How many Teslas are there in Turo?
There's so many Teslas in Vegas. They dropped the market, and a reason why I don't necessarily like Tesla right now is because if you look in the overall car market, Tesla's dropped like crazy. Everybody's been betting on Tesla, and maybe in the future, but when it comes to the rental car space, there's a high barrier of knowledge that someone needs to actually drive the car. It's not an easy thing. If you've never driven a Tesla and you go rent a Tesla, you don't know how to open the door.
Yeah, no, for real. Opening the door the first time is a process. And the regenerative brakes are like funky at first.
Yeah.
If you're not used to it.
The brakes are like it's just one of those cars. So I don't think Tesla's a good car to rent out. And they're very expensive when you have to fix the parts because it's hard. You have to wait a long time to get the parts now.
Yeah, even the Cybertruck, we'll see how that does, but I don't know. It's gotten in a few accidents already.
Yeah, I think the Cybertruck will be good because it's like so scarce on how many there are out there. So initially, the people that have them running it up on the platforms like Turo are going to win. But in the long run, Tesla's value of their car has to kind of go up because it's just oversaturated with so many Teslas,
Especially if you got into business when the prices were high, and then after the price cuts, then your exit's going to be horrible. And then the repairs, there's a learning curve, right? So we had a guest who they put the charger wrong. It's $1,000 repair.
What?
Right away.
You put the charger in wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow, that is crazy. It seems like every brand is launching an electric car, right now.
Pretty much at this point.
But a lot of them are just flopping, it seems like.
Yeah, I think the people that are betting on EVs now in the early stages, I mean, they're gonna have to come with anything that you bet on early stages, you're gonna have to ride in ups and downs. But I think in the long term, that's what they're trying to switch everything to EVs. But
why'd you guys pick San Diego and Vegas as your markets?
That's just where I was. And he was here in Vegas.
Yep.
I scaled to, I would say, around 60 cars. Oh, yeah, 60 cars. He was at around 50. And we had done some business together, so we joined our forces, and all the investors seen us doing it together. So that's how we scaled so fast after that. It was just compounding effect. Getting 15 cars here, 12 cars here. It was just insane.
I love it. And you guys recently raised $1 million in funding?
Yeah, so what we do is we help other businesses get money and get capital. So we have a client, and he's actually one of our locations in Florida, in Boca Raton. And we got him $1 million of funding. So we got him 5 vehicles. We got him Mercedes GT?
The GT.
Mercedes GT. We got him a Lucid. We got a BMW. We got about 5 cars that cost about $450,000. We got him something which is really cool. It's a $200,000 line of credit, and the cars, you don't have to hide that you're renting the cars out. They know it. And the cool thing on that is he can turn those cars back in, and it's like a lease model. So he got $200,000 on that, and then everything else was just liquid. So it's gonna help us. It's gonna help that side of our fleet in Florida. Gonna scale right now out there. It's making like $25,000 a month.
Damn.
Just on 9 cars.
That's crazy.
And with these 4 extra cars, I'm thinking we're gonna make an extra probably like $15K a month.
Holy crap! How were you able to get him that much? Do you have like bank statements or something?
Yeah, so he's been in the business. He was making $25,000 for every month for like 3 years. So it was a little bit easier. But the big thing when you're raising capital for rental car companies is, as soon as you tell them that's your rental car company, they're like, we're not going to give you a car. Like, we can't give you a car.
Too risky.
Yeah. And he already had 9 cars. So it's like, after you have 3 cars reporting your credit, the banks are like, well, what are you doing with this? Like, this is weird. No one has 9 cars,
Some people do. Wes Watson does.
Yeah. So like, other than that, like, there's a very small amount of people that do. So when they see that, they're like, okay, this is high risk.
Right.
And so it took about 2.5 months to get all of that funding.
That's good to know, because I'm looking to get more into cars, and I put one under my business. So does that matter at all if you have some under your personal and some under your business?
Yeah. So like the personal credit, there's like, even with credit cards and cars, right? There's only so much your personal credit can handle.